Alright guys, so I'm sorry, I know I'm really terrible at showing you guys exactly what I'm all doing here, but basically the only thing I have done, thank goodness, before I realized I didn't have a camera on or anything, it's the Tusk Lighting kit. I still had to go get a headlight. I went and got a headlight. They actually sent me the wrong color, so the plastics that I put on here aren't going to match the headlight piece, which is fine, because I have a second set of plastics that'll match it just fine. Other than that, I got some wiring diagrams out, was kind of looking at how it's all routed and whatnot. Really quickly, just so you guys all know what I got. Basically, I got the wiring harness for the lighting kit. It's going to be able to plug and adapt to everything I need. I got the headlight assembly. I went and got a key switch. I know this isn't typically the one you use on here. I'm going to use it just because as long as I know which wire goes where, it doesn't really matter what I use. Basically, I'm going to place that in the place of the kill switch instead of having a kill switch, because I already have a kill switch on my bike. Probably not going to use these as well. These are what hold your like little the new turn signal pieces I got. I got the ones that are built into your hand guards. So I'm actually going to mount these to my actual bars, just because mine, if I go down, they're not just going to break these off. It'll actually kind of support them. These are the lights that go to those. So I got the hand guards, turn signals that go into the hand guards. I got the rear brake sensor. I think this is the horn. Yeah, the horn. The horn's so just stupid to put on, in my opinion. A mirror. I don't really like the mirror because it is plastic, sadly. And I'll show you guys all this as I'm going through the video. Rear turn signals. Basically, I'm just going to mount these on the side of this box. This box is basically just the tail light. I'm actually pretty sure I'm just going to tape this in with 3M tape and copy the design of how oh god, there was a DirtBike on YouTube. I saw somebody did it, and I actually kind of like the way he did it. And I doubt it'll go anywhere, 3M tape like what he was saying. Trying to remember his name, Motonosity, it's something like that, but I'll go ahead and put it down in the comments just so you guys know. You guys can check out his videos as well. He did a SuperMoto build that I just thought was awesome. It's actually probably part of the reason I decided to go ahead and build my own. It added on to the path of how I wanted to do mine. Granted, I'm not going to put as much money into mine because I happen to have a dirt bike. I'm just going to trade my dirt bike, kind of make it so I can just swap on some tires and rims, and bam, a SuperMoto, and swap it back to dirt bike if I ever want to. This is the flasher for your turn signals. This is basically the switch for turn signals, the high beam, low beam, and I think the horn button. Yeah, horn button. There's a different one of these I actually found on eBay I really like, but this happens to come in the kit, so I'll use this for now. If I like this, I like how it's just falling apart. If I like this one, I'll go ahead and keep it. If I don't, I might swap out to that other one, and I'll show you guys it when I can. Just because I really like the design on it. It kind of helps save you room up on your bars so everything's not so cluttered. Actually, I need to move my kill switch for that too. That way it's not in the way. Other than that, though, that's pretty much everything in this kit. Once I get the wiring harness hooked up, I'll go ahead and turn the video on just for a second so I can kind of show you where I routed it. My game plan is pretty much just to route it up through here, kind of following the battery lines, all the way up to the front. It's a very simple wiring harness. It's actually, I was actually impressed when I opened it. It's so nicely wrapped, and everything's right where you need it. So I really like the way they did that. The kit's about $170, I think. And the only thing it didn't include was the headlight. Oh, and the key switch, because I'm going to put a key switch on mine. If I'm going to ride it on the street, I don't want anybody stealing my bike, so I'm going to put a key switch and hopefully get some locks for maybe the rotors and stuff so they can't roll the bike either. Other than that, I'll go ahead and keep you guys updated as I go. Alright. So just a quick update of what I've done. Pretty much I got a few things on the bike done, but at the same time, these are my turn signals. I went and took my old bars and just stripped them off of all that red plastic that I had on there, just because the new bars for this is super expensive. So I pretty much just stripped that, drilled a hole, tapped it. On the other side I just put a zip tie, because it's not going anywhere. I checked, it's not, these are the ones with the turn signals in them, which is kind of nice. So far they look great on the bike. I can get that lined up now. Yeah. There we go. But so far they look great. They'll fit on there nice and neat. They'll go good with all my black plastics. So I'm just about to work on the second one. However, I figured I'll give you guys an update really quick. So I got the horn, the flasher relay. I have a lot of other wires I still haven't hooked up quite up front yet. The piece that's normally sitting up here, that big block, I went and rerouted it and moved it over to where it's up underneath this plastic, just because when I put the headlight on, with the stuff that's off the back, there was not going to be enough room for it to happily steer without wanting to like rip up something, or, you know. Other than that, the main harness is basically just ran through where all my other wires are in my previous videos. I haven't done a couple yet, but the rest of these wires are just hanging out here, just because I haven't put on the tail yet. The tail will be easy once I get some things. I think I'm just going to use the 3M tape. It turns out I don't have any though, but that'll be tucked up under there like so. Other than that, I think it's pretty much I gotta wait for the piece for the key switch, which is on its way. I gotta do the front rotor, which I did. Go get a floating front rotor. It's a bigger front rotor, so I'm gonna make an adapter that'll adapt the old style to the new, hopefully. I haven't quite decided how the adapter is gonna be, so hopefully I get that done, but I don't know exactly how well that'll go over yet. Other than that, considering they sent me the wrong headlight, and this one's black and not white, like I said, I'm going to be putting probably back on all my black plastics just to match it. If it was white, I would have kept the red and white on just because I like the red and white plastics, but the black will look really good with the plastics that were on there. So something else I got hooked up was this. Basically, it's got the turn signals, high beam, low beam, etc. Horn. I went and moved this over just to put that there. The only other thing I can think, let's see, what else was I doing? See, now I've done so much I can't even remember. I think that was pretty much it until I get the rest of this front done, which on the front, you know, it's kind of a pain in the neck because of where to route all the wires, because there's so many that want to go every other which direction. Although I'm going to reroute that one a little bit differently. But other than that, I'll go ahead and keep you guys updated as they go. I didn't hook up my battery ones yet, just because of the fact that I didn't have a way of plugging it. I'm just going to tap into there with one and tap into the other with the other. So, but I'm going to go ahead and finish up the second one now. Alright, so pretty much got the front of the bike wired. Got the headlight on. I know I should have probably took a little video before I got the headlight on, but basically, I mean, all it is just shows where the wires go. In the kit, a lot of that gets told, so. Other than that, I went and stripped off the plastic off of all these, painted them, so they match my bike pretty well. They look good. I'm still kind of iffy on this cheesy mirror though. I got the key switch hooked up, but it's just floating in there. I don't got the bracket for it yet. Other than that, I got to do the front rotor still. Still wait for that gasket and put that in. I got my tank on, a lot of my plastics on. Oh, and I got the black plastics on now. And mount the back, which I don't have any of the mounting hardware I was hoping for, so I have to go run to the store for that. But other than that, that's about it.